Yo, what's up, everybody? And to me, Talk Media. I'm finally back with another video. Today, we're finally doing the part 2 of what if Goku was born with Super Saiyan God, or technically God Ki, or technically born as a God Destruction. And this is the second part of this what if. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. In the last part of this what if, we did explain how Goku finally killed the one only Tyrant Frieza with a finishing blow with a Kamehameha. After that incident, that's where we left out, so let's just continue. Goku would then drop to the ground, dropping to his base form. Then he would look to Vegeta, asking him if this is Frieza, and if there's anyone else that he wanted to kill. With Vegeta saying no, and then Goku also uses the Dragon Balls, and then they would go back. But before they could also go from Namek, Goku says this. Look, everybody. I just want to say something. I might go for it just a little while at least. I just want to discover my power. It's just so interesting. I just want to discover more and more. So I might not come for a while, but I will come soon. So for now, please go without me. I'm just gonna go and start exploring random planets. Vegeta would obviously ask if he could go with Goku, but if Goku's saying there is really no use if someone just comes with him, but he does tell Vegeta this. Look, Vegeta, while I was training with my whatever form this is, I did notice something. There is another form. It is weaker than this, I'm not gonna lie, by far, but it's still a very powerful form. I think it's the one you're looking for. It's kind of like goldish, but you need to be in a really intensive emotion state to access it. I did access it that once, but I thought it was useless since this form was just way more powerful. But I think for you, you might be able to go to that form. I can't really teach you how to do it, but I can tell you at least how I did it. You need to go to planet Earth. Then go in the hyperbolic time chamber. There you'll start getting different emotions, and eventually I think you'll be able to unlock it. I feel like that's the best way if you really want to achieve your own Super Saiyan form. That's all I can do for now. Vegeta would actually thank Goku, and he would go to planet Earth with obviously Gohan and everyone else. And there isn't actually anything for now. Let's just say Goku still goes to Yard Drop, and this timeline Goku just doesn't learn only instant transmission. He learns obviously a lot more techniques from the Yardratians, and obviously when he stops training, he would thank them and also go back to planet Earth. A lot of people might be wondering, how can this Goku get way more techniques and even learn them in the same time period as the old Goku? Well, let me explain. I feel like if this Goku has actually God Ki, I feel like he could just pick up on techniques way faster as he did in the normal timeline. And I feel like this Goku is also slightly smarter, so that's why I still think that Goku will be able to learn a lot more techniques. So that's why. After Goku arrives on planet Earth, Frieza and King Cold will also arrive, with the one and only Trunks also arriving. Trunks would kill King Cold, and he would destroy Frieza. Or technically Mega Frieza. A lot of people might think that Frieza died, but I still want to include Frieza, or technically Mega Frieza, just because I want Trunks to kind of kill Mega Frieza and Super Saiyan so Vegeta can see him. When Vegeta sees Trunks and Super Saiyan, he knows in his head that that's the form he was looking for, and he knows it's the actual Super Saiyan. Then he would go to the one and only Trunks, so before he could even talk to him, a pod would arrive. And then someone obviously goes from it. It's Goku. Goku would welcome everyone, and he would ask who's this person, also referring to the one and only Trunks. Trunks would explain that he needs to talk to Goku immediately and it's urgent. Then Trunks would tell Goku the whole situation about the androids and him being from the future. Goku would also understand, and there isn't much of any differences, but there is one. Obviously, the one and only Vegeta would ask Trunks this. You, boy, tell me, how did you access Super Saiyan? I've gotten multiple times close to it, but I haven't yet been able to actually access the forum. Explain to me. How did you do it? Trunks would explain this. The only way to actually access it is for you to really use an emotion, like really get mad or really get sad, for example. But it really needs to be very high. Like we're talking very, very mad or like very sad. Like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say getting mad about, let's say, someone close to you dying. Or when someone close to you dies, you become very sad. That's one way to access it, but you can't just kill one of your friends, you know? But I feel like a harsh environment would be able to at least help you with that. Or at least that's one of my theories. Also, Vegeta would say thank you, and he would go back to his pod. And then he would go and start training yet again. Goku would obviously train with the one only Piccolo, and he wouldn't retrain Gohan this timeline. And I feel like it's because Goku thinks that really Gohan isn't needed, and this timeline Gohan didn't really show his whole potential, because he didn't use any of his power against Frieza, so I don't think Goku will be able to see Gohan's potential just yet. Eventually, the Android Saga would arrive, and Trunks would also arrive on planet Earth, and at first there isn't much of any differences but one thing. The heart virus doesn't affect Goku, and let me explain. Maybe in Super Saiyan Goku can still get affected, but I feel like an actual god of destruction would be kind of slightly immune to this kind of power, or at least virus. So I don't think Goku actually has the heart virus. So Goku actually kills Dr. Gero and the other android with him. But there's something lurking in the shadows, it being Cell. Cell just going to Gero's lab just to access the androids. Eventually Cell will just absorb them and everyone can sense his power from miles and miles away. And then all the Z fighters would start flying to Cell. Cell would say that he would want to fight Goku, but everyone would just start attacking Cell. I would say that every one of the Z fighters would attack Cell, even Trunks, Vegeta, Piccolo, even Gohan seeing the fights from afar but not attacking. But mostly everyone just started to attack Cell to see how powerful he is. Then Cell would start holding a book and just dodging all of their attacks with no difficulty. Goku can sense that Cell is very powerful and he might actually be on Goku's level. Goku would transform to Super Saiyan God and he would attack Cell and everyone would just go away from Cell so they don't get hit, and Cell would catch the attacks, saying that they're not strong enough. Then Goku would kick Cell to the ground, then punching it in the air, shooting a Kamehameha. Cell would shoot his own Kamehameha, both would clash with each other, and Cell would start winning the Clash Beam. Goku noticing that this actually might be the end as it's his fault, Goku would get enraged and his power would start to spike up more and more, and then Goku would use something he learned. Goku would go behind Cell and says, "Spirit Vision." Then he would cut Cell in half, and Android 17 and 18 would just go from Cell's body. Cell would fall to the ground, basically hopeless, and then Goku would say that this is over, and he wins. Goku would then shoot a key attack, killing Cell. Then Goku would look into the androids, and these androids aren't actually that bad, or so he thinks. The androids then would hold Vegeta and Trunks as hostages, telling Goku if they don't let them leave, then they'll kill Vegeta and Trunks. Before they could even think of doing anything, Goku would go behind them, knocking them out cold, both of them. Goku would ask what they should do with them, with Vegeta obviously saying that they should just kill them, since they're just random androids, which they kind of hurt Trunks' future as well, aka his son. With obviously Vegeta already knowing about Trunks being his son. Obviously, Goku would say this: "Getting them might be the right choice, but maybe these androids are kind of different. Since we've noticed different universes or different timelines, don't have the same people, maybe this is just different too. Then though, and only Vegeta would say this: look, I'm not disagreeing with your whole idea. I'm just saying that it wouldn't make much sense. Since if we kept them alive, they might just wake up randomly and start destroying stuff yet again, or just hide somewhere, since we can't sense them. Goku would say that he has an idea. Goku would gather the Dragon Balls and then he would wish the androids to be normal humans, so Goku can sense their ki and they can't hurt anybody. And then obviously the androids would wake up, and then something happens. Ticking bomb will just happen, and there's a massive explosion. And yeah guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want the third part of this video, just comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.